Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. We got a new one. This is an Elan Wildcat 86 Ti. All of the Wildcat series has been revamped for 2026. This 86 Ti is the wider version. It does feature one strip of metal to it, and it provides really strong front-side performance with added width for all mountain capabilities. Whether you're looking to get more off-trail and ski some bumps and some trees, or you're just looking for a wider-bodied platform for when the groomers kind of degrade throughout the day, there's nothing wrong with having a little extra width underfoot for a front-side oriented ski. I mean, most of us spend most of our time on groomers throughout the day, so it's nice to have something that excels in that area, but you don't want to be limited by having something that's too narrow. So nice to have kind of a front-side oriented side cut with a wider bodied footprint. So that's where this ski comes in handy. Also benefits from Elan's use of asymmetry in both construction and shape. So we are built with a laminated wood core of poplar and paulownia. We do get a mono tie laminate. So this is where the asymmetry comes in. This is the right ski. So the metal is found on the left side of the right ski. And what that does is when you put your ski up on edge, it becomes the downhill edge, the one which you put more pressure and power on. So that metal is more directly connected to the edge, whereas the other side of the ski is not encumbered by that metal, allowing it to flex more naturally and gracefully and kind of keep you in more of a parallel stance throughout the turn. So really nice that they're able to build these skis asymmetrically and kind of take advantage of their ability to make things creatively and with more engineering involved. That also follows through to the shape. They do use their amphibio rocker profile. There's not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to rocker here, but there is a little bit more rocker on that inside edge and a little bit, more rocker on the outside edge and more camber on the inside edge. So it mirrors how they use the metal. So putting more emphasis on the downhill ski, both from a camber and a construction perspective. But not a whole lot of rocker throughout, more camber than rocker for sure, especially in the tail, pretty flat. And then from a taper shape, these skis just go right out to the end, very long effective edge, but more of a dramatic side cut. There's a 14-meter turn radius here, so you're really getting full edge engagement from the tip. And then there's just a tiny bit of taper in the tail. That wide part is brought out to here. A little bit more ripstick inspiration in the tail for these new Wildcats, and that makes a lot of sense, especially for skiers who are spending, a little bit more time off trail. But very well rounded, between this and the narrower 83 Ti. Really the only difference is you get an upgraded binding and that extra width. Other than that, pretty much same construction and style as the 83 Ti, just those few minor differences. We do have some, we did get a lot of good feedback on these skis. Really strong and stable throughout the turns and just instant edge grip. Those are kind of the highlights here, especially with that lack of taper in the shovel. But yeah, I think that this spans a good range of skiers. I think you could be an intermediate here and get a lot out of it. I also think you could be kind of a mellower expert skier, someone with good skills but doesn't really want to be on something GS oriented or doesn't spend their time at higher speeds, wants to be more in control in a carved turn and really make nice round S-shaped turns. But you could certainly be an expert, you could be an intermediate. I think that most advanced skiers who spend most of their time on trails, this is where that ski is aimed at, and those skiers will excel. So make sure you check out this all-new Elan Wildcat 86 Ti here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.